that, breaking news from overnight, a major development on the new Texas law banning most abortions in the state. Early this morning, the Supreme Court deciding not to block that law from taking effect.
And this law just was put into place yesterday. KXAN's Kenny Rodriguez joins us live from the state capitol to explain this decision from overnight. Good morning, Candy.
Yeah, Tom, Sally, good morning. The law was crafted here at the state capitol during the regular session, but it's the way it was written that played a role in that Supreme Court decision. Overnight, the court decided and voted 5-4 to deny an emergency appeal to block enforcement of the law. For the dissenting votes, Chief Justice John Roberts joined the liberal-leaning members on the court. Now, the law prohibits abortions once medical professionals can detect a heartbeat. That's usually around 6 weeks and before most women know they're pregnant. But the votes for allowing the law to stand cited the fact that it does not call on the government to enforce it. Instead, it gives power to private citizens to sue abortion providers or anyone who helps a woman get an abortion after a fetal heartbeat is detected. Think of someone who gives a woman a ride to a clinic. That could be a rideshare driver or someone who pays for an abortion. Anti-abortion advocates, though, say they've been ready for this ruling.
The pro-life movement is ready to welcome all Texas women who might find themselves in an unexpected or difficult pregnancy.
Everyone deserves to have the ability to decide if and when to carry a child, and for a state to force people to carry a pregnancy to term is cruel, and the state shouldn't have the right to do that. And then a person is left with the decision of what to do.
And because of this new law, some healthcare providers worry that women could take matters into their own hands and attempt to perform an abortion at home without any medical assistance if they cannot travel outside of the state. Now, what the Supreme Court did in denying an attempt to block the state's abortion law does not impact Roe versus Wade. That means this new state law could make its way back into a courtroom at some point. We're live near the state capitol this morning. Candy Rodriguez, KXAN News. Back to you.
Candy, thank you. This is such a major development. We wanted to look in depth here about how many women this new law will impact. There are more than 14,000 abortions in Texas in just the first 3 months of this year. 11,000 of them happened in the first 8 weeks of pregnancy.
The Refugee and Immigrant Center for Education and Legal Services is vowing to disobey this abortion ban. The group saying some laws are meant to be broken. In a statement, the nonprofit organization called the law an abomination. It says it has assisted and given financial support to immigrants seeking abortions in Texas for years and will continue to do so, the group says, no matter what.